Hi guys, it's me Amanda from the Baking Beauties. Today I am here to show you my freelance makeup kit. I am still really new at doing freelance makeup. I've only done a couple weddings so far, and my makeup kit is definitely going to grow beyond what I have, but I just wanted to share with you just a little bit of what I like to use on my brides and what I think are really great products that you could use if you're doing freelance makeup for weddings. So yeah, stay tuned if you're interested, and let me know if you have any questions down below. I will be sure to answer them for you. So yeah, here we go. The first thing I will show you today is the foundations that I carry in my kit. So this is my favorite foundation for weddings. This is called the Graftobian. I don't know if you can see that. You can see my lights. But yeah, this is Graftobian Cosmetics. I have the palette in, let's see, warm. So I know that they have neutral and cool palettes, but this is basically it. So it has 18, so it has 18 shades, and this is really nice. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit. It's really nice for sanitary reasons. It's basically, their products are pure pigment, so they don't have any additive things that are going to make people break out. It looks flawless. It photographs well because there's no SPF or anything like that. It just works wonders. It goes on the face seamlessly. The only thing I do recommend with the Graftobian is that you definitely use a primer and you really work it into the skin and set it, because it is a cream foundation. So if you don't set this, this will move everywhere. The next thing I have are the Glamour foundations. So these are really great. They look beautiful. They photograph beautifully because they are HD foundations. HD foundations. So the Glamour foundations are really nice because they have that HD quality, so they photograph beautifully for brides. I really recommend those if you're not interested in the Graftobian palette. Another product that I have, which this is mineral, so this is a little bit for more sensitive skins. This is the stick foundation in NYX. I really love this foundation. The only thing I do want to say is that if your client has oily skin tone, these may not be the best products because they do kind of move around on more of an oily skin tone. But there are ways around that. Same with the Graftobian foundations. If your client has a little bit of more oily skin, you can definitely use moisturizers or primers that are more geared toward oily skin. Also have these Face Altier white and, well, 0 minus and 0 plus plus. This is like a green base brown. So these are to mix foundations to get the perfect color. So if you just have this client who you just cannot get the right color for their skin tone, these are great because these will help you mix to find that right balance, that right color for the client. And I can't carry every single skin tone color out there, so these kind of help with that. The thing that I have too is by Graftobian. This is really nice because this is called the Graftobian High Def Glamour Cream Corrector Palette. This corrector palette is really good to have because it has all these shades that if someone has dark circles, a lot of redness, anything, these shades correct those other shades that you don't want. I also carry a couple of these Benai cream foundations. I have 3 of them. These are something that when I went to school we used these. So I just have natural beige, light beige, and ultra beige. These are really nice. They are cream foundations, so again, these are something you're going to want to set right away. No matter what, on a wedding you're going to want to set the face because you don't want it to move around, especially for the pictures. So I don't have a ton of concealers, but these are the concealers that I do carry. I carry some LA Girl Pro concealers, and these are really lightweight, high def concealers. They're really nice. I carry about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them. I also have some Stila concealers in fair, tone, and caramel. So this is kind of like a, you know, wide range. And this one in fair I've used a ton. You can see it's a popular color. But yeah, these are really nice, creamy, and they set really well. As far as concealers go, I also like to bring NARS creamy concealer. The only one I have right now is vanilla and light 2, so I do plan on getting more of these. They're a little bit more on the high end, so you know, it can be expensive, but these are really beautiful. And then my favorite drugstore one is going to be the Better Stay concealer. And I only have one of these two right now in Ivory, so just their lightest shade, but definitely planning on purchasing more of these for my kids. Love these. I wanted to go into brow products. So in my opinion, you don't really need too many brow products because most people have brown, blonde, or darker ebony brow colors. So I only carry a few things. I have one powder from Sigma. This is in the light brow powder. So it just has 2 shades here. And then I carry 2 of the NYX brow eyebrow cake powder kits. I have one in blonde and one in brunette. These are really nice. I don't use the little wax, but the powders are amazing. They last all day and they go on beautifully. And then I also carry 2 shades from the Anastasia Dip Brow, the chocolate and taupe. This is for a bride who wants a more stark brow, something a little bit more, not say super natural, but something that's a little bit more strong, and they like that type of thing. So if I'm going for a natural brow, I would use the powders, and then this is a little bit more for a strong brow. What I use to set my eyeshadows, mostly I use Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. So yeah, as you can see, I've used a ton of it, and this is really nice, especially for fair skin tones. It really sets eye and primes it for the makeup. You always want to use like a powder on top of this before you go in with your eyeshadow, because the eyeshadow will not blend. Blushes are one of my favorite things, so I have tons of them. I do have this one palette here. It's the Tarte, I don't know what this is called. It's a Tarte palette. It's a beautiful palette. It has 4 blush shades and 1 little bronzing shade there. I really love this palette. The colors are amazing. Sorry I can't tell you the names of the blushes, but love this palette. It was from one of those like Christmas sets. I love Tarte's Christmas sets. And then this is kind of an unknown name brand called Shani, or Shani, and this is just pure tons and tons of blushes. So you got peaches, pinks, purples, purpley pinks, orangey pinks, brown pinks, tons and tons and tons of colors, and these blushes apply beautifully. I carry a lot of individualized blushes too, some of my like favorite colors. I have a Laura Geller Baked Impressions blush in Mauve Mocha. I love this blush and I think it's beautiful for brides because it has that rosy pink. I also carry an e.l.f. blush. I'm sorry. I love their blushes. They have amazing powder products. This is my favorite blush that they have. It's called Mellow Mauve. It's just a really pinky rosy color. It's beautiful. Has a little bit of shimmer like highlight to it. This is my favorite blush to do on brides. This is by Lancome. It's called Rose Fresque. It's beautiful and it smells amazing. Oh, it just looks beautiful on the skin. I have this, which is the Shade and Light by Kat Von D. This is amazing contour palette. It has 2 highlight shade, 1 neutralizing shade, and 3 contour shades. So this one is, this one is amazing for contouring fair skin tones, and then this one for like a medium and a dark skin tone. So it's kind of everything you need in one package. So I really love taking this with me. I do have quite a few shadow palettes that I do like to take on my trips to do brides. The Naked Basics is always a must. This just has all your neutral shades that you need for a great look. Yeah, love this one. I also bring Naked's 3 palette. This is the rose goldy palette. This is really nice for someone who has green eyes, someone who's going for a rosy pinky look. I have the Too Faced chocolate bar palette. This palette is my favorite. First, because it smells like chocolate, and second, because it's beautiful and you can create so many different warm looks with this palette. It's amazing. I love it. I also bring this Tarte High Performance Naturals palette. This was in a Christmas set, but it just has some beautiful colors. It has some greens, grays, purples, pinks, browns, and has an array of like a satin finish to neutral, like more matte finishes and stuff. But I really love this palette. It's amazing. And then this here is my Makeup Geeks palette. So I just have a few of the eyeshadows. I really love the eyeshadows, so I'm planning on buying some more, but I really love these. And these ones are from Stilazzi. This is a blush and then 2 eyeshadows. But really love, you can see I have more room to grow there. And then my Lorac palette, which I love this Pro palette. It has the top matte shades and the bottom shimmery shades. This just has tons of different colors that you don't have on an everyday basis. As far as highlight, I think highlight is really important because you really want that inner glow. So I have the Hourglass Ambient, what is it called? Ambient Lighting palette. And it has dim light, incandescent, and radiant light. I mainly use the middle one. I just think it's gorgeous. This one has a little bit of brown to it, and this one is really light, but they're all beautiful, but the middle one's my favorite, so that would be the incandescent. And then I also really like this Laura Geller baked highlighter in French Vanilla. This one's really nice. And I have one other. And another highlight I like to use is the Mary Luminizer. This with a light hand is really pretty. This I also double up. I use for the lid color. This looks fantastic on the lid. And also I bring a couple pigments from Bella Pierre. I have this color Champagne, which is really nice, and bronzy, more shade called Bronze from Mica Beauty. So these are nice. So like a bronzy and a light color, like powder puffs, sponges, little spoolie wands for mascara, duo, eyelashes. I bring these little eyelash curlers from e.l.f., these little replacements. Because I don't bring a ton of eyelash curlers. I just bring one and I replace them and sanitize them each time. In my opinion, it's less money and you're, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be a waste to throw an eyelash curler away every time. I also bring Q-tips, really important. And these little guys, these are for eyelashes to put on. Little hair clips, clip the hair back, always important. And also this little guy, so this is my palette. I got this off Amazon. I love this palette. It's really important to have a palette to stay sanitized. So yeah. And then these eyelashes, 70% alcohol, brush cleaner, and hand sanitizer. You always have to have hand sanitizer as a freelance makeup artist because it is really important to stay sanitized. You're touching people's faces. Nobody wants anyone to touch their face with dirty hands, so very important. Alright, and so also my lipsticks. So I have a few lipsticks that I like to use. I love my favorite lipstick brand is Maybelline, and I love their matte lipsticks. So I bring these shades here, which are Color Pop Lippy Sticks. So I have a couple reds, a couple nudes, pinky nudes, and like a darker berry lip. 3 lip palettes that I made with a lot of my lipsticks, which are an array of drugstore expensive ones, but I couldn't tell you what they're called because I kind of didn't think about that when I was doing it. So I melted lipsticks into these pots. So I mean, it's really cool, really easy way to travel with lipsticks. And I have 3 of them. So I have like more purples and this one. Some of them, like this one, oh, this little one right here, it just like dried. Like sometimes changing them into like a pot is really difficult, and that lipstick just wasn't supposed to be melted, you know. But yeah, and then these are more pinky ones. So yeah, so I have quite a bit of lipsticks that I take. The only thing that sucks is I couldn't tell you what the names are, but they work just as good as they did in the pot and pan, except for that one. But yeah, so those are all my lipsticks. I also like to bring a couple lip glosses. So I have this little Stila kit here. It has some pinky glosses and a little light shade. I only Benefit Sun Balm, and it is beautiful in the center of the lips. It kind of just highlights that lip, and it's wonderful. I love it. Then we have lip pencils. I have a couple from ColourPop. I have a couple from ColourPop. I have a couple from NYX. I have some from Jordana, which is really cheap, but great products. I have one from MAC. This is quick liner. So I have tons of colors. My favorite gel liner for eyeliner in black is 77 from Inglot. It's just a little pot. It's like that, and it is beautiful, works wonders. You can smudge it out with some shadow, make it look really, really natural. I like to use are the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On. I have it in brown and black. These are really nice. They glide on beautifully. I have NYX and Milk for waterline or wherever, and I also have their water pencil for the waterline. I actually like this better. I have a pencil from Starlux and Amethyst. This is like a really crazy silvery metallic color, so if someone's kind of going for more of a spunky look. I have the Master Kajal Maybelline Chubby Stick Eyeliner in brown and gray. Those are nice for the waterline. They don't fit. I carry powders. This here is the Rimmel Translucent powder that I like to use on a lot of people. I also have a couple other ones. The Cameo Ben Nye powder. And I have Ben Nye Fair powder. Also like to bring 2 different types of eye drops just in case they've been crying. This is for like clearing eyes, and this is if they have any eye allergies. I love this one for oily skin tones. It's the Neutrogena Shine Control Rice Protein Complex. Really good primer. I also bring oil-free Laura Mercier primer. This is just like foundation primer, very basic, simple. Excuse me. I bring a moisturizing cream from CeraVe. This is a little bit thicker, so someone has dry skin. This is really nice. I have this little Bobbi Brown base that I like to bring. I always bring a little under eye kind of moisturizer. This is L'Oreal Eye Defense. If you can see that. This one's really nice, really smooth, and it's really affordable, so that's always nice. Someone has a ton of redness. I like to bring the Smashbox Photo Finish in green, so this counteracts the redness. The only thing with this is sometimes it can flash back and you look a little gray, so I don't really like to use this, but if they do, so I try to stay away from this. Okay, and then I have a Claudel lip moisturizer, lip conditioner, because you got to keep those lips moisturized. And then I have a Pore Professional Pro Balm Minimizer, and this is just a little sample size. These things last forever, like forever. And I have a NARS Skin Optimal Brightening Concentrate. Sometimes I add this in with foundation if they really want to have that glow within. And then these are some things I do the Clinique Repair Laser Focus. If they have any like lines they don't like, you can put this on and it makes it look a little bit better. And then these are important to carry. I think this is their Real Benefit Remover. This will remove anything on the eye and it doesn't burn. And then I have a little bit of Lancome by Facial, and this removes eye makeup too. So I liked about my train case is it came with a little brush holder, so I just put this in here, and I always put my Urban Decay setting spray, and this is in the Slick. This is really nice if you are dealing with people with oily skin. Alright, so that is it for my makeup freelance kit collection. I really hope you enjoyed. I know I don't have too much stuff. and I know it may seem like I have a lot of stuff to some people, but in my opinion, it's nice to be a little bit over-prepared than under-prepared. I know I could probably get away with doing a makeup look with half of this stuff, but it's just really nice to have all the things at your fingertips. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, ask me below, and please give this a thumbs up. Love you guys. See you next time.